everyone, how are you today? Hope you guys are all going well. This is now week 5 of the home exercise program, starting to get a little bit trickier now. So today what you'll need is a chair, a mat, and you'll need 2 sets of weight. You'll need a lighter set of weight for some arm work, and then you'll need a set of heavier weights for some more leg work. Alright, so we'll start off with a warm-up again. So remember, the warm-up goes for 90 seconds. Feel free to make this a little bit longer if you wish to. And then we move on to our strength work. So each exercise goes for 1 minute, and then we repeat 3 times through. But in the video, we'll only show you 1 set. So just remember to pause the video after I've shown you the exercise, and then continue on with 2 more sets before progressing on to the next one. All right, let's get started. So we'll just start off with some marching on the spot, and we'll go for 90 seconds. And if you want something a little bit more cardiovascular focused, you can grab yourself a skipping rope and you can do some skipping. But if you don't like all the jolting around, just stick with the marching on the spot. And we've got about 30 seconds to go. And 5 seconds to go. And we will hold it right there. Well done. So that's the warm-up done. Let's move on to our strength work now. So you're going to pick up just one of your heavier weights. Okay, so I've got a 5 kilo here. If you have any access to plates, you can use a plate for this exercise as well. So we're going to do some walking lunges again, the same as last week, but this time we're going to add a weight, but also add a little bit of trunk rotation. So what it will look like is you'll take a step forward and you'll rotate the trunk in each direction, feet together, other foot forward, rotate the trunk together, and then feet together, okay? I haven't got a little helper with me today, so I'm just going to do some static lunges, which you can also do, but try and travel if you can, okay? So we'll take a step forward, rotate in each direction, and I'm just going to bring my feet back together. And we'll go for a full minute. So the reason why we add a little bit of trunk rotation is just to get some of our oblique abdominals doing a little bit of extra work. So this is a nice full body exercise. I'll show you what it looks like side on. And we've got 20 seconds to go. And 1 more. Well done. So that's the walking or the static lunges done. You can pop your weight down now. And we're going to move on to calf raises, okay? So same thing again, there is that option for 2 legs, but you can also progress to a single leg if you wish to. Just remember to do both sides. So rising up and down the toes. So if you're going single leg. You can do 30 seconds on each leg. And changing legs if you're doing the single leg option. And we've got 5 seconds to go. Well done. Alrighty, hope you all felt the burn through there. Okay, onto your mats now. Alright, so we're going to come into a plank position. So your options are you can come onto the hands, or if you have a little bit of wrist pain, you can always come onto the fists, or you can come down onto the forearms, okay? So we're going to do a plank, but we're going to add a single leg lift. Now, if you're finding the single leg lift challenging, you can just keep the feet onto the mat there, okay? All right, and we will go. So you don't need to lift the leg too high. It's just a little small lift. And remember to alternate with both sides. So lift left, then lift right. And we've got 10 seconds. And coming down there. Oh. Well done, guys. Alrighty, standing up again. You're going to grab 2 of your heavy weights now. Alrighty, so standing with your feet about a little bit wider than hip width apart, almost shoulder width. We're going to do some deadlifts now, okay? So, your options are you can either hold 2 dumbbells, you can hold plates, or if you have access to a barbell, you can use a barbell as well, okay? So, what you're going to do is, keeping the hands close to the thighs, you're just going to run the hands down the thighs, just a little bit below the knees, okay? Keeping the chest nice and tall, and then standing back up. Running the hands down those legs, just below the knees, chest nice and tall, sticking that bottom out, and then standing back up again, okay? So I'll do a few reps to the front, and then I'll turn to the side so you can look at the technique from the side. So this is an exercise for your hamstring and your glute muscles through the back of the thighs. Good, all right, so I'm going to turn to the side now to show you a few reps on the side. So as you're running those hands down the thighs, you want to put as much weight through the heels as possible because that's going to help get your glutes doing a little bit more work there. All right, so we've got about 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last rep there. And perfect. Well done. Alrighty, you can pop those heavy weights down. Alrighty, so we're going to move and do some shoulder work now. So we'll do our tricep dips, okay? So you're going to grab your chair, pop your hands onto the edge of the chair, fingers facing forward. taking a step away from that chair, and then just bending and straightening the arms. Now, if you want a progression from here, what you can do is you can add a small plate or a dumbbell into your lap. Oh, this one's not going to fall away. And you can add a little bit more resistance to the movement. Okay, so adding a bit of weight into the lap is just going to help the arms work a little bit harder. And we have 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Alrighty. So that was tricep dips. You should have felt that through the back of the arms there. Alright, grabbing onto your light hand weights again. The last exercise are some front raises, okay? And this is to help strengthen through the front of the shoulder into the deltoid, okay? So you're going to hold onto your weight. Make sure that you've got your thumb on top, so don't loop the thumb underneath the weight. Make sure it sits on top, okay? And that'll help to use the forearm muscles a little bit more. And what you're going to do is standing up nice and tall with your chest, looking straight ahead. You're just going to lift the arms up to shoulder height and back down. And we'll go for a full minute here. Now, if you feel like you're struggling to keep your chest nice and tall and you find that you're creeping forward like this, what you can do is stand against a wall, okay? Pin the shoulders up against the wall, placing the back of the head against the wall, and you can do the same exercise. Alrighty, and we have 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, last rep. Well done, guys. Alright, pop those weights down. So that was the last strength exercise. We'll move on to some stretches now to cool down. So we'll start with the shoulders and then progress to the legs. So the first one, bringing that arm across the body, feeling that nice stretch through the back of the shoulder, holding the stretch for 30 seconds and repeating it 3 times through, and try and do both sides, okay? And then the next one, bringing that arm across the top of the head to stretch through the tricep muscles, holding for 30 seconds and repeating 3 times through. Alrighty, moving on to a couple of leg stretches. So the first one is the calf muscle, so putting one foot in front of the other. Make sure the toes are pointing forwards. Bend that front leg, keeping the back leg nice and straight, and lunging forward. And you should feel the stretch through the back of the calf muscle with the straight leg. Now, if you want a deeper stretch through the Achilles tendon, you can bend that back leg there, and that will get your soleus, okay? And you'll feel the stretch a little bit lower down near the ankle. So holding each stretch for 30 seconds and repeating 3 times through. Alrighty, whacking that leg up onto a chair now, we can stretch through the hamstrings, keeping that knee nice and straight, toe pointing towards the roof, supporting leg, make sure that toe is pointing forward, and then folding forward over the leg. 30-second hold, 3 times through. And then we'll stretch through the quadricep muscle, okay? Bringing that heel towards the bottom, knees locked together, pushing those hips forward, holding for 30 seconds by 3 each leg. And then lucky last stretch, we'll add in a glute stretch today, seeing as we did a little bit more leg work. I'll get you guys to lay onto your backs. Keeping the knees bent up, bring one knee towards the chest, hand onto the knee, one hand onto the ankle, and then bringing that knee towards the opposite shoulder. You can hold this stretch a little bit longer, generally between 30 and 60 seconds, and a couple of times through on each side. Perfect. Alrighty, so that's all the stretches done. Feel free to add in any of your own. So that's week 5. Stay tuned for the last week, so that'll be week 6.